One of Us is a dialogue podcast profiling people in and around the Diocese of Wilmington. It also appears in writing in the print edition and online at thedialogue.org. The featured subject could be someone who works behind the scenes at your church or school, volunteers at the parish, or a regular churchgoer or longtime parish member. Do you want to suggest a person to be profiled? My name is Mike Lang, and I'm a staff writer here at The Dialogue. Drop me an email at mlang@thedialogue.org or call 302-295-0637 if you have a suggestion for an interview subject. Jack Cotrotsios is a parishioner at St. John the Beloved in Wilmington, and he is a student here at Salesianum. Jack, what year are you?
I'm class 24, senior.
Jack's not going to be a student here much longer. In fact, by the time you hear this,
He's
probably going to be a graduate. So we're going to call Jack as a graduate of Salesianum, a very recent graduate.
Hopefully.
And he was nominated by the people here at Salesianum. Jack, thanks for joining us today. Just tell us a little bit about your family. You said you belong to St. John of Beloved.
Yeah,
Are there other brothers and sisters, mom and dad?
I had two older brothers who we all went to St. John the Beloved for elementary school and middle school, and then we both went through Sally's. My older brother Mark was class of 2019, and my older brother Michael was class of 2021. So, and I come from a long line of Sally's graduates. My grandfather was class of 1948.
That's a pretty long line.
Yeah, he actually helped build the new building of Sally's when they moved from 8th and West to here at 18th and Broome. He helped build the new building.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So obviously, when you were at St. John the Beloved, when it came time to choose a high school, it doesn't seem like there was too much for you to choose from.
Yeah, no, it was definitely an easy decision. I wanted to follow my brothers, continue that legacy, and there was no other choice for me. It just felt like home.
And you've reached the end of the line here at Sally's. Was the 4 years here everything you expected and more?
Everything and more. I mean, I can't say enough good things about the people here. I mean, the amount of connections you make is absolutely unreal, and the way you're close to God through all 4 years. It's amazing, and I think everyone should send their son here.
So, you told us about your family. So, what are you doing in the fall?
I'm going to Florida State. I'm going to study finance, and yeah, can't wait. I'm excited.
Going down, getting into the sunshine.
Yeah.
So, what's the most important part of your spirituality?
I think for me, the most important part is just knowing that there's someone up there handling all the things that I can't handle. Because, I mean, in our lives, we can only control so much. And I think that the most important part for me is just knowing that the things I can't control, there's a God up there who loves me and cares for me that'll handle all the things that I can't handle myself.
So, what's it that keeps you going in your connection with the church? Is there something here at school or at St. John's or just by yourself?
I think there's a lot of things. I think one is my relationship with other people, like just seeing all the good in other people, and I just I can't help but think this isn't by chance, this isn't random. There's somebody out there who made us for love and continues to keep us living in love, and I think that's amazing. Another thing is obviously just going to church every Sunday. There was a period in my life where I stopped going to church, around COVID. Some things happened. I wasn't getting to church much, and I just feel like I know myself better, and I live a better life when I'm going to church every Sunday, when I'm talking to God every day before I go to bed, before I eat, when I wake up. So 7:30 Mass every Sunday at St. John the Beloved is what I try to go to, and yeah.
Not sleeping in on Sundays, huh?
No, wake up early, get a head start of the day.
So obviously your pastor of St. John of Beloved is a Sally's grad, Father Van Nicole. Have you had a chance to talk to him about his Salesianum experience yet? I know he's only been here a few months.
Not about his Sally's experience, but I did speak at the St. John Beloved's 8th grade sports banquet the other day, and we talked for a little bit about. I didn't know he was a Sally's grad until this past Tuesday night, and it was really cool to get to know him. And yeah, I mean he's a great guy, great pastor, but I'm definitely looking forward to getting to know him a little better.
Just talk about you went to school at St. John the Beloved. What that was like as far as forming you as a Catholic.
I think it was really important because those are some of the most they're the years in your life where your mind is most malleable, formational. It's really provides a strong baseline. I think they did a great job of not only teaching us about our faith, but why we believe what we believe, and the why is a huge part for me. I took a class this year that strengthened my faith 100-fold. It was Mr. Menacucci's class. It's called God, Christ, and the Church, and he is one of the like most theologically just like smart, like talented teachers I've ever had. And the way he really strengthened my faith, like way more than I can ever thank him for.
One of the hazards of recording at a school during the school day is announcements.
Yep.
But that's all right. Hey, it makes it authentic here.
Yep.
So obviously you took that class this year, and maybe this kind of helps with this question. If you could change one thing in your life as a Catholic, what would it be? Or would it be nothing?
Nothing. I don't think I would change anything, because I think there's something to be said about how our hills and our valleys within our faith, within our lives, they make us who we are. Our mistakes make us who we are. Our achievements make us who we are. I think that combination of everything is really what makes us true to ourselves. And I think if I were to go back and change anything, then I'd erase who I am now, and I'd be a completely different person.
So you mentioned, obviously, you're here to go to school. What other kinds of things are you involved with? Were you involved with here at Salesiana?
I played football. I was on the varsity team for my sophomore, junior, and senior year. I ran track last year. That was a one-time thing. And I'm part of a club called Bring Change to Mind. We try to break down the stigma around men's mental health and kind of like give everyone a safe space to share their story, what makes them them, and if they need help, we offer that, just like a safe space. And then I'm part of film club where we watch movies every Friday in Mr. Tishel's room.
That's not a bad club to belong to.
Nah, it's pretty awesome.
And obviously football this year ended with a state championship, so to go out that way, that's pretty cool, huh?
Storybook ending.
Speaking of Sally's connections, right? Gene Deldon coaching, and
he's a phenomenal coach and great guy. Always has our back.
And now you have a banner up there in the gym, right? And
what better way to end it?
That's right. And if you were in track last year, you probably have one up there too.
Yeah, we do.
So, here at Sally's, it's a lot of Catholic kids, but there are a fair number of non-Catholics, and I'm sure you have friends at other schools. And this may have happened, but if somebody who's not Catholic comes to you and asks, "Why should I be Catholic?" What would you tell them, or have you had that experience?
I haven't had that exact experience, but if it were to happen, I'd probably tell them that there's a lot of religions out there, and I don't think, in a sense, there's anything wrong with any of them. I think it's all about how you take that religion. I think it's more about a personal interpretation of what these religions are teaching you. Like, for example, you could be a Catholic, and you could be strictly to the Bible, and maybe that doesn't apply in the world today as well as it did when it was written or when it was put together. But I think that the most important part is that you're acting out of love for everyone, because I think when you live your life through love and when you're actively trying to spread love, then it really doesn't matter what happens in your life. It doesn't matter what problems you face. I think that you'll always be at peace knowing that you did what you thought was right, and you did that out of love and not with some ulterior motive. So I think that love is the most important part of being a Catholic, and I think that's one of the most important parts of Catholicism for me, is that God teaches us to love each other as we love Jesus.
So as far as your faith goes, anything going forward that you hope to accomplish or get involved with, or you just kind of going to take it? Maybe at Florida State, or
I just hope I stay as close to my relationship with God through college and through the rest of my life as I have to this point, because I find my life moves a lot smoother, and my mind is clearer, and I just am happier when I'm close to God, and that's all I can wish for.
Great. Well, Jack, I want to thank you for joining us today here on One of Us, a profile of people who support the church in the Diocese of Wilmington. And don't forget to follow us online at thedialogue.org for the latest in Catholic news and features. And Jack, the room was empty when we started, but there's always something happening here at Salesiana, and it filled up pretty quick here in the not filled, but it's got a little noisier here in the auditorium. But so how many more days of school?
3 more days.
And then graduation is June
31st.
May 31st.
May 31st, yeah.
How excited are you?
It's bittersweet. It's kind of hard to leave it all behind, but I'm thankful for it, and I'm ready to get into the next chapter of my life.
And it's always here, right? Salesiana, you can always come back, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can definitely always come back. I've got family here. These people they're great. I love them.
Great. Jack, thanks a lot, and good luck at Florida State and beyond.
Thank you, Mike.